Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. Yesterday, April 5th, 2016, one of the biggest upsets of the season. The Golden State Warriors lost at home to the Minnesota Timberwolves, one of the weaker teams in the NBA this season. If you missed my video on day one of the NBA season, I talked about the Lakers and Timberwolves matchup. A lot of NBA fans don't realize the Lakers are originally from Minnesota. Minnesota's the land of 1,000 lakes, thus the name Lakers, which really doesn't make any sense in Los Angeles. But the reason why is because the Lakers are from Minnesota. To open the season, those two teams played each other, the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Los Angeles Lakers. The game finished with a sum of 223 points, which was something I said to look for because in the week before the game began, Flip Saunders, the coach of the Timberwolves, dropped dead. Flip Saunders has numerology of 223, a very special numbers to the Freemasons and the Zionist Jews, who are the power players in the NBA, the controllers of the league, the owners of the league. The NBA is very predictable when you know what's going on. Earlier this year, the Warriors suffered their biggest upset of the season against the Lakers. Now their biggest loss of the season at home, coming against the Timberwolves. And this occurs when fans are betting on the Timberwolves breaking the Bulls record from 96. So let's talk about what else is significant about this loss and also the Cavs winning by what they won with on this same date. Cavs defeated the Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee Bucks have a connection to the Warriors from earlier this season too. Videos on that. The team that ended their record winning streak. The same team that ended the Lakers' record winning streak 44 years ago. All right, so let's go through what stood out. After the game, ESPN had up this shot. Number 32 and number 9. And at the beginning of the season, I was talking about the significance of September 23rd, the Pope visiting, him leaving from Philadelphia, how Philadelphia connects to the Warriors in the upcoming NBA season. I don't think it's any coincidence we get this image. If you look at this backwards, it's 239. Another way to write the date, September 23rd. These numbers of great significance to the Masons and Zionists. In the Jewish holy text, the Torah, it says that their Messiah will arrive through the Golden Gate. Look at this. Torah equals 239. Golden Gate equals 239. Think about the Golden Gate Bridge, which is on the emblem of the Golden State Warriors. Right now, the United States of America is currently 239 years old. The birthday is July 4th. Why does that matter? Again, the Messiah will come through the Golden Gate in Jewish prophecy. Messiah equals 74 in Gematria. Masonic equals 74 in Gematria. Jewish equals 74 in Gematria. Jesus equals 74. Muhammad equals 74. And more. Think about this nation's birthday. 7-4, Messiah, Golden Gate. I think everything going on in the world of sports right now, the scripting, it's all pointing to something very significant coming before the nation turns 240 years old. We're currently 239. There's been train wrecks connected to sports games, as I've been pointing out, last year's NBA Finals, this year's college championship. Think about the metaphor of a train wreck. All of these ties to Philadelphia, the nation's original capital, where the Warriors are originally from. The name Philadelphia comes from Revelation in the Bible, which is based on the 39 books of the Old Testament, which the Jews go by, which connects to the Torah. So anyhow, with all this 239 is the 52nd prime number. The Timberwolves came into this game with 52 losses. That stands out to me, especially in light of this image they give us at the top. The game summed to 241 points. 241 is the 53rd prime number, a number that has to do with religion. This loss comes 31 days after the upset to the Lakers. That was March 6th. This loss comes April 5th. 31 is the 11th prime number. Basketball in gematria also sums to 31. And the reason it being the 11th prime is significant is because if you add 1 through 11, it sums to 66. Revelation's the 66th book of the Bible. The name Philadelphia comes from Revelation. Anyhow, Lakers in gematria sums to 66, a name that traces back to Minnesota, also connected to Los Angeles. And when the Warriors lost on March 6th, 2016, a date with 45 numerology, it was the 66th day of the year. The Lakers won on the 66th day of the year, a date with 45 numerology. Yesterday's loss also comes on a date with 45 numerology. Holy Bible equals 45. The 66th book is the final book of the Holy Bible, Revelation, which connects to Warriors, Philadelphia, and more. Are you following me so far? How all of these numbers intertwine, how these connections between the Lakers and Timberwolves and them upsetting the Warriors connect. Span of 31 days, basketball 31. Villanova just won the championship the day before this after not winning for 31 years. They first won in 85. Basketball the big way equals 85. Sports by the numbers. All scripted by the same sources. So the game, it went to overtime with a score of 106 to 106. The number of prophecy equals 106. Last year, the Philadelphia train wreck connected to the NBA Finals. They said the train was traveling 106 miles per hour. This year, the coach of Villanova had name gematria of 106. They defeated North Carolina in their 106th year of having a basketball program. This year, the NBA playoffs begin on April 16th, which is typically the 106th day of the year. Check this out. Oh yeah, the Warriors also blew a 17-point lead for the comeback. Of course, NBA equals 17, special number to the league. But with regards to all this prophecy, think about how the Warriors play in the oracle having to do with prophecy and telling the future. They recently had their record 54-game win streak snapped in the oracle. Oracle in gematria equals 54. Now, yesterday they lose just days after on 5/4. April 4th, written as 5/4 in most parts of the world where the day is written before the month. They lose at Oracle on a date with 54 connections, shortly after having their win streak snapped at 54 games. If people can't see how fixed the NBA is, it just gets embarrassing. Once you notice the language of gematria, it becomes all the more clear how it's done. But they do this to kill bettors. All sorts of people are putting money on the Warriors setting the record streak. Now these losses to average and mediocre teams at the end of the season at home. It's just a big FU to the fans, to the people who don't get how it's rigged. Notice last night the Cavs defeated the Bucks 109 to 80. Here's what stands out to me about that. 109 is the 29th prime number. They also won by 29 points. Ohio in gematria equals 29, where the Cavs come from. 29, a number with 11 numerology. The playoffs begin April 16th in 11 days. The finals begin in 58 days. Freemasonry equals 58, special number. Also, they beat the Bucks on April 5th, 2016, this date with 45 numerology. The Milwaukee Bucks won the NBA Finals in 1971, 45 years ago. Cavs defeat the Bucks on a date with 45 numerology. Again, the Bucks won the championship 45 years ago. Historic team, Milwaukee Bucks. It was the Cavs' 78th game of the season. It came the day after the Men's College Championship, which was the 78th edition of the tournament. Villanova won that championship in 71, the same year the Bucks won. The Cavs upset the Bucks on this significant date in terms of how it lines up with the NBA Finals. And with that thought in mind, I want to go back and look at what happened the night the Warriors' record win streak was snapped at 54 games. On that same night, the Cavs got their 54th win against the Atlanta Hawks. And here's what's up, Truth Seeker. The 1958 NBA Finals, 58 years ago. Remember, Freemasonry equals 58. The 58 Finals, the St. Louis Hawks, which are now the Atlanta Hawks, defeated the Boston Celtics. On the date that the record win streak was snapped for the Warriors, they lost to the Celtics. On that same day, the Cavs got their 54th win over the Hawks. Do you see where I'm going with this? Freemasonry equals 58, Warriors equals 58. The storyline of the league is the Warriors and the Cavs. Those games were back-to-back on TNT that night. I should point out that TNT, T's the 20th letter, ends the 14th. TNT equals 54. We watched the Warriors get their record win streak snapped at 54. We watched the Cavs earn their 54th win on TNT on this night. TNT, founded by Robert Turner III, a Masonic man, Masonic TV networks, planned out news, planned out sports, by the numbers. And all of these people are part of the agenda. But again, just think about it. 54, having to do with oracle, future telling, scripted sports, tributes to history. As I've been saying for months, I think the NBA Finals will be a repeat of Warriors and Cavs. And the Cavs will win this year. It's been 51 years since the city of Cleveland won a pro sports championship. LeBron James has Gematria 51. Cleveland Cavs has Gematria 51. Even Cleveland alone has Gematria 51. This seems like the right year for them to end the 51-year drought. And all of you guys who ask, how do they keep these secrets in? How doesn't the truth get out? Pay attention to what you're watching. Who is doing the commentary on TV? People who have played in the league. People who belong to the league. It's a network of men keeping the lies in. The college championship was making me laugh. North Carolina was playing in it, and who was doing the announcing? Brandon Haywood, who used to play for North Carolina. The media controls what message gets out. The media is in on the rigging. They're not going to let anyone's voice be heard that tells the truth. TV is also on TV delay, so in case anyone decided to speak up, they could quickly be blocked out. So easy to see how the lies are contained. Notice the Warriors lost with 106 points, the number of prophecy. I think this is all future telling. They lost to the Celtics. They lost to the Lakers. Between the Celtics and Lakers, they own 33 NBA championships. Remember, NBA Finals equals 33. The NBA is a 33 league. Number of prophecy. And that same night, again, Cavs defeat the Hawks by the numbers. It was interesting that the Hawks went down with 108 because it made me think of the Golden State Warriors. Golden State Warriors equals 108, so does Villanova. Two teams connected to Philadelphia Trainwrecks who are now champions within a year of each other. So this is what's up, Last night, for those of you paying attention who like to gamble, it was almost 20-1 odds against the Warriors losing. That would have been a smart bet in light of what's going on with the rigging and the Lakers connections. Lakers, Timberwolves, Minnesota. Scripted NBA, predetermined outcomes. Recognize that the Warriors aren't a good basketball team. If the league wasn't scripted, the Warriors, I bet you they wouldn't even be in playoff contention. They're small, undersized. If it was a real league, these big athletic men would be up on the shooters, guarding them. Basketball is a game of size. The Warriors, an undersized team. In a non-scripted league, mediocre record. The only reason they won 54 in a row at home is because that's how it was scripted. Just like why they lost last night to the Timberwolves. So transparent. All right, Truth Seeker, until next time.